Hey guys, I'm Ruth Gueri. I was a model in a Playboy Centerfold. I left a very fast-paced public life and built a sanctuary in the woods where I've always known I should be. Tune in for some epic home cooking and to share my simple, rustic, and really tasty lifestyle. Hey guys, welcome to the cabin. I have a really special treat for you today. When I was growing up, we ate a lot of gnocchi, and it was prepared very traditionally with potatoes, little potato dumplings, and topped with a marinara sauce. But on really special occasions, my mom and Granny would make spinach gnocchi with this incredible mushroom sauce. I thought it was the best thing I'd ever had, especially that sauce. So that's what we're doing today, spinach gnocchi with a porcini mushroom sauce. Let's go to the kitchen. It's gnocchi time. The first step to spinach gnocchi is to cook the spinach. So I have a big pot of boiling water. We're just going to dump in 2 bags of spinach. And this wilts right away. I know it looks like a lot of spinach, but it cooks down. So get the first one down in there. See how quickly that happens. There's the second bag. Okay. There we go. As soon as this wilts, take it off the heat and drain it. And this probably takes no more than 2 minutes. Get a little facial. Feels good. Okay, we'll drain the spinach. Just pour it right into your colander. Another facial. Okay, I've squeezed out all of the excess moisture from the spinach. I use a clean kitchen towel to do that. And then just dump it right out on your cutting board. Take a knife and chop it so you have smaller pieces. Okay, and we're going to put that right into our mixing bowl. Perfect. And in our mixing bowl with the spinach, you want to add a 1/2 cup of flour and a 1/2 cup of our freshly grated Parmesan cheese. This is Parmigiano Reggiano. I always buy a big block and keep it in the refrigerator. Okay, and then we want to add the ricotta cheese. This is 1 1/4 cups. And 2 egg yolks. Look how big these eggs are. My girls lay these enormous eggs, almost looks like a goose egg. So we need 2 egg yolks. And you always want to crack your eggs in a separate bowl in case you get a little piece of shell or, God forbid, a bad egg. 1. And 2. Okay. Then we need a 1/2 teaspoon each of salt and black pepper. And then we want some nutmeg, and you can certainly use dried nutmeg, but this fresh nutmeg packs a lot more punch. You grate off the shell first, which I've already done, and then you just grate a little bit right into the bowl just like that. And that's plenty. It's very powerful. And then we're just going to stir this all together, and this is our dough. This is all there is to the spinach gnocchi dough, and it's very easy to make. And the fun part is rolling it out in the flour, getting really messy. Mix this till it's really well combined. This is so good. Okay, it takes a little muscle. You do have to get after it. Alrighty, that is perfect. Now we'll get ready to roll this out. Okay, now that we've got this well combined, we're going to roll it out. So you want to flour your board. A lot of flour on here. And you also want to keep your hands well floured. This is messy. And you want to work in 3 to 4 batches when you roll out your dough. So you take a hunk of dough like that, put it onto the board, kind of get it all mixed up like this. You can feel it's not sticky, it's not wet anymore. And with the palms of your hands, you want to just gently roll this into a long, skinny rope. This is fun. This is the fun part. You'll love this. Just like that. And then just cut off the ends so you have a nice clean end. Good. Always keep everything floured. Cut back, come back in and cut little pillows. Little pieces, they're about, an inch, inch and a quarter. With your fingers, shape these into little squares. Just set them off to the side. You just kind of pinch and shape, just like that. And that's all there is to rolling out gnocchi. And the only step left is to cook it. So it's one of those recipes, sounds difficult, it's not. It's very easy. And who doesn't like to play in flour? Okay, and you just keep working with the rest of your dough until you're all rolled out. You'll use about 3/4 of a cup more flour to finish your gnocchi between rolling and flouring your hands and the board. And to think that my mother made this weekly with potatoes, so she was boiling potatoes first. Very labor intensive. She also made polenta weekly. That's a perfect roll. Okay, so after you're finished rolling out all your little gnocchis, just put them on a plate to take them over to the stove. So our water is boiling, and you don't need but 2 or 3 inches of water because you're going to drop these in about 10 at a time. You don't want to overcrowd your pan, just like that. And the fun part of this is when these are done, they rise to the top, and there's no guesswork here. When they're finished, they rise to the top. Okay, here they come. See, they rose to the top, and when they come up, take them out as they rise, just drain them briefly on a paper towel, and we're putting them into a buttered casserole dish. Just like that. Just wipe off a little of that moisture. By the time you get 2 out, 2 more pop up. Okay, drop 10 more in. Pop in another batch. I think you could probably put more than 10 in. The point is, just don't overcrowd it. I think you could go 12 or 13. Be crazy. While you're waiting for a batch to pop up, you can just arrange these in your buttered casserole dish. You can just line them up very close together. Now you can crowd them. Come on out, little guys. Join the others. Last two. This is our last batch. When you're arranging these, just make sure that they're really snug and very close together because they have to be in a single layer. Here we go with our last batch. And that is it. Okay, so we're going to make this amazing porcini sauce. This is the kind of thing where you're going to want to put a straw in it and drink it. So in a medium saucepan, put 3 tablespoons of butter and stir it. So when the butter's melted, sprinkle in a 1/4 cup of flour and stir that together until it's well incorporated. Just like that. And then slowly add in 2½ cups of milk. Just stir the whole time you're adding the milk. Pour it in slowly. Turn that heat up a little higher. So just keep stirring this until all the lumps are dissolved and it's very smooth and it'll just start to thicken. Alrighty, we've removed our sauce from the heat. We just have a few more things to finish it up. These are dried porcini mushrooms that I've soaked in water for about 30 minutes and chopped them up. So we're going to add these into the sauce, just like that, and a little pinch of salt and a little pinch of pepper. Stir it all up, and that's our porcini mushroom sauce. And then we're going to pour it over our gnocchi. Oh, it smells so good. Pour it right over the gnocchi. Okay. Give it a little shake and get it all covered. Alrighty. And then we'll sprinkle on the remaining Parmesan cheese right over the top. Is bake it for 30 minutes in a 350-degree oven. Alrighty, there we have it. Now we'll just pop this in the oven. And all we have to do is wait. I'm ready to dig in. This takes me right back. The gnocchi is light and fluffy, and the sauce is rich and woodsy. I wish y'all could be here to taste this. But remember, you're always welcome at the cabin, and there's always something cooking.